on the inside. Option B, the location 500 times. And if that's the route they go down, they go in, they then have 500 different construction projects, right? Because all 500 different locations aren't going to be the same thing. They're taking over a frozen yogurt spot in this town, a Subway in this town, a dental office in this town. They've got to go in, re-gut everything, and build it from the ground up on the inside. Option B, they can build their own facilities brand new from the ground up, but that's an even worse option because now they have to go in and they have to deal with 50 different states that have 50 different laws, and then inside of those 50 different states, they've got to deal with 500 different cities that have their own municipal laws with different codes every single time. They have to get everything rezoned for the right zoning. Then they have to go build and construct it, and the entire thing is going to take years. Option C, they can go to this mattress company that's got retail locations in all 50 states and all the locations that they already want, and all their locations are, again, already gutted. It's just a big empty fucking room. It's basically they get to move right in. Everything's already zoned. Everything's up to city code. They get to wheel out the mattresses, wheel their shit in. If they need to build a little something, they just throw it up in there and they can be up and going in a couple of months. And with these humongous deals where it's like hundreds of millions of dollars going into an investment, time is money, so they're willing to pay a humongous premium for the convenience that this mattress company is offering them. So mattress company makes a shit ton of money. Okay, that's it. That's the business model. They're not laundering money. They're basically scalping retail real estate. That's essentially the entire business model. Imagine you're playing Monopoly, except
I imagine my graphics driver died. Or exceeded RAM. Something happened, because also the VTuber avatar died. It says that it is still running, and it is clearly not fucking running.
every spot on the board has a fucking Mattress Firm, and if you want to put a hotel there, you've got to buy Mattress Firm out. That's their plan.
This is bullshit! Alright, take it easy, man.
It's basically the retail version of a slumlord, right? That's what slumlords do. They go in, they buy up a bunch of single-family housing, they just try to break even on it for 10,
I have no idea what content creator you're talking about.
15 years. Once the housing market's gone through the roof, they then turn around, sell the houses. That's where they...
Honestly, Kick is the better platform. Time to download more RAM. I have 32 gigabytes just sitting next to me, but it is unstable because it is a different frequency than my current RAM. It's the same brand, just a different frequency. And I think right now I have one stick, I think is Samsung and one is SK Hynix. And then of the other two, I think they're both Samsung. So it's all just mixed matched. Oh, also one of them, actually I think what I have in now, maybe it's the two that I don't have installed. I don't know. Also I have, I'm pretty sure 3 sticks that are dual channel and one that is single channel. So I just have a completely mixed bag of RAM. It's kind of hard for me to configure it properly and have it actually run without constantly crashing, but it is possible. I do it sometimes, usually just when I have to edit like a really big, usually a 3D file, but also if I have to edit a gigantic image, then I plug in the extra RAM and go through the trouble of making it work.
They make all their money. Mattress Firm is doing the exact same thing with retail shopping locations. That's it. So in conclusion, mystery is solved. Mattress companies, while they are absolutely everywhere, they're not up to something nefarious. They're not doing anything illegal. They're not a front for laundering money for the cartels. They are quite literally just scalping retail real estate. Myth busted. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch, maybe drink some Echelon. All that's available over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
The fucking mafia or something smuggling people. I don't fucking know. They're shady to me. I don't trust them. Did I ever watch this one of Brandon's?
How's it going, guys? Well, I guess that's a wrap to 2025. You better have a good 2026. This is a threat. But for real, 2025 was, man, that was wild. Frankly, I feel like nothing's actually been real since Harambe got shot back in like 2020.
This was also the day before Monroe, so, man.
But for what it's worth, this alternate reality
We're off to a good start in this year.
has been very
Big
entertaining.
out for Harambe.
So-
They died. I had a bunch of the macros that like I posted in Donut's chat, but I had the Logitech keyboard that had all the G keys on the side of it, on the left side, and so I just had like fucking 20 macros for all the different things I used to post, and one of them was just dicks out for Harambe. So I was just spamming that in everybody's chat whenever I had the chance.
It's become a yearly tradition on the B channel, you know, when I remember that I have one, that we go over some of the greatest hits of the year. It's a nice way to look back and you reflect on all the crazy things that we've done, while look forward into all the crazy things that we're going to do in the next year. Both, of course, you know, and things we've done on the YouTube channel, but in just life in general. Yeah, 2025 was off to a crazy start. In January 2025, I went off to the inauguration of President Donald Trump, which is where I remembered that DC is cold as fuck, and then left there to go immediately straight to SHOT Show. SHOT Show, of course, being the biggest, weapons convention in the entire United States, probably one of the biggest in the world. Always a great time seeing all of you, and also playing a little too much blackjack. But immediately following that up with doing one of the biggest podcasts ever, which, you know, one of those moments where you realize, man, I don't know, doing something right is the right word, but we're definitely doing something. As we had an episode of the Unsubscribed podcast in the Pentagon. Yes, we actually collaborated with the United States Army and did a podcast inside the actual Pentagon. Talked to a lot of amazing individuals there about their service and their career, but that was also the trip that I think I realized I was getting kind of fat. I was clearly getting too comfortable, not working out enough, and eating whatever the fuck I wanted from DoorDash. It's one of the things that inspired the Unsubscribed Fitness Challenges. I was just unhappy with how I let myself go. So I focused on eating healthier, eating less, working out more, and just tried to make 2025 a healthier year for myself, which I ended up actually successfully losing 30 pounds, as well as upping the amount of weight that I was pushing in the gym. So I'm very proud of that. And hopefully that's something that inspired several of you as well. And we do know that because of the Unsubscribed Fitness Challenge, you guys jumped on in, and it was super inspiring to see how many of you turned your lives around as well. And if you haven't yet, it's not too late. We're in the beginning of a brand new year. You too could be one of those people on January 1st that cancels their gym subscription in 2 months. There's hope. But on another note, we can't talk about 2025 without talking about the send-off for one of our dear friends, Demolition Ranch Matt Carriger. That's right, our boy finally decided enough was enough, and he hung up the pistols. And we got a bunch of our friends from all over the industry out to Ox Ranch to give him a proper Texas send-off. We're very proud of him, and I wish him a very happy retirement. On the channel side of things, though, we had some fucking amazing guns this year, including some stuff I never thought I would ever get my hands on. Of course, we did more AK-50 content, but we also had an MP7, an M79 Thumper, not one, but 4 AA-12s, a Stoner 63, and much more, but those are just the highlights, at least for me personally. I've always thought this was going to be very hard to do, but we've always seemed to do it. I'm gonna figure out a way to top that next year. I think we can figure it out. One of these years we're gonna jump the shark. It hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. We also spent a bunch of time going up to Bozeman, Montana with our friend Jared Isaacman, flying fighter jets like the Alpha Jet, the L-39, and of course, you know, me being a Cold War guy, the MiG-29 had a special place in my heart. I thought that was really cool. And I want to congratulate Jared again on being confirmed as the director of NASA. He's a really smart guy, very humble guy, and I'm really excited to see what he can do at the helm of NASA. And of course, that brings us back around to, the elephant in the room for this year. I decided to throw my hat back into the ring and run for Congress again in District 23 against Tony Gonzalez.
I'm here to announce that I am running for Congress in District 23 to finish what I started.
Last time we successfully took him to a runoff and lost by about 400 votes. We came closer than anybody ever would have thought we would have, and this year, we're gonna take it. The analogy that I used was Rocky II. The first time, nobody expected some rookie challenger to go toe-to-toe with the champ, but that's exactly what we did. And this time is when we win.
Welcome to Rocky II, Tony.
And of course, I can't forget the Unsubscribed live tour that we did the last part of this year. We went all over the country visiting you guys, from right here in San Antonio, Texas, to Phoenix, to Denver, to Chicago, to New Jersey, Yeah, I know, we went to fucking Jersey. To Orlando, just to hang out with you guys, and we're glad you all had a good time. I mean, with Unsubscribe this year, we've been lucky to have so many amazing guests. I mean, on the podcast itself, it's not just a group of friends of mine that I'm privileged to call business partners, but we had some amazing people, including Ian from Forgotten Weapons, Tyler Vargas, the MMA legend Don Fry, the hero cop Mike Colazzo, helping our boy Rich Angry Cops expose the Buffalo school system, World War II veteran Papa Jake, and so many more amazing people. It's truly a pleasure to be able to platform these people and give them a voice, let them tell their stories. And again, with you guys, just being able to spend another year being able to do the best job in the world. I am forever grateful of the opportunity that you guys have given to me. And I promise to try not to squander it. It truly is incredible. And I appreciate you guys every day for it. Without a doubt, it is truly the best job I ever had. Sorry, I'm also a little sick if you can't tell. I'm not just getting choked up. I'm not crying, you're crying. Fuck you. But 2025 has been an incredible year, and I already see all the things we have on the horizon for 2026, and I know it's going to be just as good, if not better. So that's our little annual recap. But we have one more tradition that I know I always love. Delance, roll the clip.
So I'd like to say thank you, Brandon, for saying all of that while I was calibrating my VTuber model. Because it apparently takes me 6 minutes to calibrate that shit. I was going to say, is he done with Unsub? No, but if he becomes a congressman, he's going to be a little busy, to say the least. But no. I have no intention of watching that video. I just wanted to read the title of it because it's like, yeah, no shit that laminated glass is more dangerous than just tempered glass that isn't laminated. Also, I didn't even think about the song, yeah. Let's see if my last live stream had any copyright strikes from that shit. There were a few songs in there that probably would have got struck. This has a long ass delay for their audio buffer. Hey, no strikes detected. Good job. That was 4 hours? I streamed for almost exactly 4 hours before I clicked OK and I closed the stream. That's pretty good. What are you doing that for? I just look over... What? Why is my avatar rocking back and forth like that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Does my avatar have autism? Just randomly, oh yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna rock all over the place. Does it do that often? I don't really pay attention to it. Does it randomly just... I can't even fucking lean that far to make it rock that much. Also, this dude is flying.
Coming up on State Road. Your radio is not clear, readvised. Vehicles no longer black.
I don't know why it was rocking back and forth like that. That was weird. Yeah, it seems like I'm watching on stream and it's literally just fucking rocking all over the place. Stop that. Looked like I was going to sleep earlier. That's usually because it stops tracking, and when it stops tracking, it just kind of goes into a default mode. I just tried changing it now so that instead of going into that default thing, it just freezes where it lost tracking. Not that it doesn't seem to be doing that, and if anything, it is making it just bug the fuck out. Maybe it's that wind setting, like physics. You know, wind is turned all the way. What the fuck is dragon physics? I don't know. Oh, okay. That's what it is. Okay, it affects the physics when I drag the model. I don't really care about that. Good thing this video is just him chasing nobody for a long fucking time. I'm trying to configure it.
It's gonna be up model. You're clear, crash out 48, final 142. Show me 42, show me responding to your location. That's the fire department that way, 142. 12.
I just want to point something out, these inconsistencies between the two of these. If I'm watching my stream, and now he's turning his head fucking so crazy like that. Okay, maybe it is synced. Maybe it's just when I'm looking off screen, he starts bugging the fuck out. Why? Why do you do that? Because the microphone is in the way? About that. Let's see if you calm the fuck down now. So are these lips incorrect? They are. Those are the wrong lips. Okay, I don't like this model. I need to edit that file. Try a different suit color. This one proper. This one not visible. Did I not select anything? Hope that's not the right one. That's definitely not the right one. This is the one that has just open and closed mouth. No smile, frown, or anything. It doesn't lean back and forth. I lean and it zooms out. The head has no tilt. Nothing. Nothing on that one fucking works. Good job. There you go. The lips proper. The lips aren't proper. I fucking edited all of them yesterday. Why? Lips are not proper in that one either. This one. I know that this one is proper. That's why I put the little 72 on the jacket. I signed it so that I know that it was proper. No, don't. Son of a bitch. Didn't mean to drag myself. There we go. You get one of the Donnie P frog suits. Yes, I should, but do you have any idea how much it cost me to get this animated? Like, I maybe could just reskin the animation that I already have. That's what I did. That's why I have this thing. I just go and I edit this texture file, and that's how I change the suit colors. So I maybe could just edit the texture and fix that or modify it to do other things. I have plans for other accessory things that would just go on top of these things I currently have. You know, like different eye patch, a mask, other things. But, yeah, I can see, I can try reskinning it as a frog suit. The eyes are so squishy, I know. That's one of the things that I told the animator needs to be redone, is the eyes bug the fuck out, and I've spent 20, 30 fucking minutes in the settings tweaking every single parameter I could to make the eyes just stop bouncing around. Like, when I look to the side, they're supposed to, left and right, they're supposed to squish on the x-axis to get narrower on the x-axis to simulate the curvature of the eyeball, you know, to give the eyeball a 3D effect, to make it look like the iris is actually moving around a sphere. If I could open up the file that I originally edited that I was trying to animate myself, I had it fucking perfect for the eyeballs. I even had the mouth movements perfect. And the cigar length mouth. I had most of that file done. And, yeah. Up and down they're supposed to squish on the y-axis. Simulate that, and then you link the corners, and then it gives you the whole simulated effect of moving the eye in any direction. And instead the eyeballs just kind of jiggle and bounce and change shape at random. To be fair, one of the reasons why they do that though is because this eye tracking does not really work. Actually, hold on. I turn on the fucking lights in here. Instead of sitting in a dark room all the goddamn time. Yeah, the eyes track a little better. Yeah, one eye doesn't. Okay, I know I got stoner eyes. Let me try opening my eyes up all the way. Okay, so the eyes are tracking a little bit better now. But you can see the little red thing there. It's still making them bounce around. Even though I'm looking straight, so the eye tracker isn't great. Are you gonna stop opening your mouth all the fucking time now? And the eyes are still doing their little bouncy thing. Like, why are they doing that? They look like they're made out of fucking jello or something. Here, what happens when I turn the light off? Basically the same. Okay. I'll fucking keep the lights on. That is why that light is there.
Unlock the door! Take me out! Take me out! I can't! Seatbelt! I can't get seatbelt! Stop! If they're on the hey, let me see your hands. I hear. Let me see your fucking hands. You okay? Okay, please. Hey, stop! Get back!
My county stopped taking aluminum as recycling. As in, like, you can't recycle aluminum in the city trash or at a recycling center? Because if it's the city trash, my question is then why were you throwing aluminum in the city trash? I have always taken my aluminum to the recycling place. That said, the recycling places rip you off. They give you scrap value. Unless you explicitly tell them, I want to get paid per can, because we have this, the CRV, California Redemption Value. You basically pay taxes, a flat tax on all of your cans, by the can, by the bottle. And so if you take your shit to the recycler, they will give you the weight of it, which is the scrap value. But if you tell them explicitly that you want the cash refund value, I don't know the limit, but I'm pretty sure the state mandated limit is something like 24. So you can basically take 24 items to them and then demand that they count each one of them and give you the cash refund value for it. Most people don't know that, and they just take the scrap value and they get like half the price, if that.
No, he doesn't. I swear to God. Oh, I swear to God. He doesn't have a gun. Nobody has a gun. I promise. Officer, we got take me out, please. Stop. Stop. Please, take me out. Take me out. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, but the inside of aluminum cans is lined with plastic. Why? It's because aluminum transfers taste and plastic doesn't. So they spray the inside of cans with fucking plastic. Mmm, so tasty. So if you think you're drinking out of aluminum, you're actually drinking out of plastic. If you think beer tastes better out of an aluminum can, guess what? You like the taste of BPA. you don't like the taste of the aluminum.
I'm so fucking sorry. I'm sorry, nothing to do with this, I swear to God. Oh my God, I hate you, man.
They're BPA freeliners. I don't fucking believe them.
I knew I should hang out with bad people like you. I knew it. My mom was right. The good kid hanging out with dumbasses like you.
I also like how this thing says I have 1 viewer on Kick. Pretty sure this other page says I have 40. Not 1. Or whatever.
Sir, we had nothing to do with this. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
You know what videos I love talking about aluminum? Is the ones where people pour molten aluminum into anthills. You know what? Fuck this body cam. I'm tired of body cams. Thank you, YouTube, for knowing exactly what I just said. It's almost like you're listening to my microphone. So yeah, I can see that now. It's just fucking Kick being Kick. Doing its thing where everybody has 1 viewer because Kick shit the bed. Good job. Am I still the top VTuber with 1 view? Or 3rd top? No, I'm not even in the top anymore. I'm on the 2nd row. Son of a bitch. I was number 3 earlier today. Someday I will be the top VTuber on all of Kick in the VTuber category, because there's obviously more popular people like Nux and Kirsha. And Peanut. You're the top VTuber in our hearts. Yeah, that's a common issue, political overtones. I see it all the fucking time. It's like when it says that Asmongold has 1 viewer. No. Fucking never.
You're good.
Holy shit. Just spitting out fucking little tiny things of aluminum all over. And no, I could guarantee you, even because I have people, as soon as I go live, I have like 5 to 10 viewers immediately, because that's how many people just go AFK with the page running in the background. I'm sure Asmongold has hundreds of people that just go AFK with the page in the background, or they know what time that he starts it. And my time, 11 o'clock, about 20 minutes from now. So like right about now to about 20 minutes from now, they just go and they open up his page waiting for him. Sitting there talking shit in chat. And this would take so fucking long to dig out. But yeah, I was gonna say I would do it like a meter radius around the thing just to make sure I get it all, because you never know how fucking wide those anthills may spread. It's an aluminum tree stump. Yes, thank you, Discord, for pushing that notification that happened 30 minutes ago. Beautiful. I wonder where the queen was. There ain't no queen in there anymore. That bitch done got burnt. Yeah, if that's a pressure washer, this is going to take forever. He'll do the house next, then the driveway. Ah, yes.
When you
this is
start
good video.
walking out in the hills and the mountains,
Another good one was
everybody that you meet,
the one that made me discover this channel. This guy had invented a new type of compass, and holy shit. You know how a compass needle bounces around for fucking ever until it finally finds north? His compass doesn't do that.
I have to start some different ways, needles. One with my metal ring around it, and the other one without. I'll move them both to
Why
the
is that
same
not the
position.
most? Yeah, okay, it is the
now
most
watch
skipped to
what
part.
happens. When I release them,
Compass just goes straight to fucking north. 1.28
the
seconds.
moving magnetic needle
Okay, technically,
produces eddy currents
until it completely stops moving, 4 seconds. What about
in the
this other
metal ring,
compass?
which slows down the oscillation, and the needle
Well, it's
settles
gonna keep
north-south
going. It's
much
gonna go
quicker.
and go and go for
I've
fucking
tested
ever.
this literally thousands of times with different size rings.
That shit,
These things here.
like, you can get the general swinging of the arc. If it's going between 20 and negative 20, then you know that the zero,
Now,
okay, it's
the
going from
needle
40 to
inside the
40.
ring-
Then you know it is in between those two, but still.
always settles in just a few.
Having to level your compass for fucking 30, 40 seconds just to be able to find north compared to just picking up your compass and looking down at it, and the amount of time that it takes you to pull out the compass and look at it, it is already at fucking
seconds.
north.
The undamped needle takes much longer. I imagine it's still on your screen. I'm not going to give away the exact figures, and I'll explain why later, but the difference is dramatic, and most important.
My little bro-in-law comes over to wash his dirt bike, and he's out there for hours. I mean, yeah, it's kind of satisfying to pressure wash random shit.
It's repeatable. That is really important in any scientific experiment. Well,
it will tell you that you just must carry a compass and a map. So you go out to your local shop and you choose which one you want to buy, and you buy your new compass. What happens then? How do you actually use a compass with a map? Well, the good news is that it really doesn't take long to become used to using your new compass and your map. And it makes going out into the hills much safer and much more enjoyable. Today I want to go through the two most common things which compasses are used for, which is how to find out where you are and also how to plan a route and then follow that route. Before we start, I have to mention that in virtually all areas there's always a difference between the direction to somewhere if you follow your map and the direction to the same place if you follow your compass. This difference is called magnetic declination. Later on in this video I'll go through how we make adjustments so that we can use our map and compass together regardless of the amount of declination. I do get asked quite often what type of map and compass I would recommend to someone who's learning to navigate. With maps,
I fucking love maps. I love maps and navigation and all that.
it's quite simple. I would suggest you get a map with a scale of around 1 to 25,000 or 1 to 24,000, as these have lots of information on them. With compasses, it's not.
I have an app on my phone. I forget what the fuck it's called. I guess I can bring it up, but it's a topographical map thing. It allows you to download the maps for offline use, and so like I don't like to use data when I'm moving around. And so instead of using a map that has a I know I fucking hate GPS on phones as well. I hate all GPS. It doesn't know. Like, other than knowing your exact coordinates, fuck GPS and fuck GPS directions. They're stupid. And it's like, okay, you want to get to a location through a grid of city streets. It'll tell you to make a left turn, make a right turn, make a left turn, make a right turn, make a left turn, make a right turn, make a left turn, make a right turn. When you could just go straight for 5 blocks and make a single right turn and be at the same fucking location. And it's a whole lot faster to do that too, because you're going straight instead of slowing down and making a bunch of turns. Okay, this app is called US Topographical Maps, I believe. It's really that fucking simple. Yes, US Topo Maps. Android app. It is great. Lets you download the maps for offline use. And it's got multiple versions of it as well. Has basically like all the available scans of the topographical maps for any area. No, you can also, I'm pretty sure you can overlay maps on top of each other so that you can put a satellite map over the topographical map.
So simple, as there are so many different types. The best advice I can give is, if this is your first compass, you should get a simple base plate compass from your local outdoor shop, and most importantly, don't spend too much. These are the two compasses I'll be using today. The first is the Silver Expedition 4, which is this one here, and we've also got the Sunto M3. Now they're quite similar. The main difference is how you use them to deal with magnetic declination, which I'll go through in a moment. They're called base plate compasses as they have this clear acrylic plastic plate, which is really useful because you can see through it when you're using your compass with a map. Most compasses have this magnifying area.
I also love my clear rulers. I have a lot of rulers because I do a lot of artwork and shit, and the clear ones, they break. That is the only unfortunate part, is they are... I have one that is shatter resistant and I've had for probably over 20 years at this point. Probably my favorite ruler. But all of the others that I've had that are plastic, clear plastic, they all fucking shatter.
So that you can view small details on a map. And they also have a ruler which runs along the edge, so you can measure distances between two places on a map. The main point we want to notice today is firstly the direction arrow, which you use to point along your direction or at something that you're taking a bearing from. On the top of the dial there's a small mark called the index point. On the Sunto, this is just a small indentation at the top of the dial, and on the Silver it's a small line built into the dial. The index point is where you read your bearing, you read the number of the bearing. Then we have the bezel, which is the rotating section with the numbers around it, around the edge. The numbers are your bearing. Inside the dial there are red lines called orienting lines, and these are used to make sure your compass is pointing in the right direction when it's on a map. In the center of the orienting lines is a large red arrow called, well, not surprisingly, the orienting arrow. This is used both when you're taking a bearing from a map or a land feature, and also when you're taking or following a bearing. There's also a magnetic needle which spins.
What I want to know is, why are there just random fucking magnifiers in different places around this? Like this one I can understand, because that is probably where you're headed
inside
towards. But, like, why the fuck is this part magnified? Why is... That one I can also kind of understand, but why, what the fuck is this over here? Why just some random ass place magnified?
Dial, whichever way the compass is pointing, the red end of the needle always points towards magnetic north. So those are the 5 things that we need to concern ourselves with today. There's an awful lot of other things on the compass, but for now we'll just stick to these 5 things. The direction arrow, the index point, the numbers on the rotating bezel, the
To fry different sized bugs. That is a good answer.
lines and arrow, and
Maybe not the right
magnetic
answer,
needle.
but it is a good answer.
So that's the parts of the compass that we're going to be using today. So now we get to the main bit. How do we actually use our compass to navigate one of these things? So the first thing to do is we need to take a bearing from a map so that we can follow it. So to do this, let's have a closer look at your...
And I never took any of this, what did you call it, orienteering? Yeah, orienteering. I didn't take any of that fucking land nav, nothing. I learned all of this from Arma. I've been playing Arma for a long fucking time. I learned how to use maps and compasses in Arma.
Your compass.
That is it.
As you can see, there are numbers from 0 to 359 running around the circular bezel. These numbers on a compass are called bearings, or some people call them an...
I don't know if it's a magnifying spot. It looks like a hole. It looks like it's magnified to me. Because the text here is bigger than the text there. Like, the text there is distorted from the text that is there, and you can also see how the C is bigger than the NG there. So I assume that's because of magnification. You can also see how it's distorted around the edge there.
Arrow when following the inside points toward whichever way the compass is pointing.
No.
The red end.
Maybe it's not magnified. Why the fuck is it distorted then? No, it's ever so slightly magnified. It's like 1.2 time magnification. Yeah, that is a very, very small magnification.
Now we'll just on the rotating bezel, the orienting lines and arrow, and the magnetic needle. So that's the parts of the compass that we're going to be using today. So now we get to the main bit. How do we actually use our compass to navigate one of these things? So the first thing to do is we need to take a bearing from a map so that we can follow it. So to do this...
Yeah, the Cosmo, that's how I've always learned how to navigate, is just no locations of things. But when you're in the forest and every fucking tree looks identical, and you can't see the sun, you can't see mountains and other features around you, all you see is tree and tree and tree, and they all look the same. That is when a compass is most handy, because you can at least know which direction you're going and which direction you need to go.
Let's have a closer look at your compass. As you can see, there are numbers from 0 to 359 running around the circular bezel. These numbers on a compass are called bearings, or some people call them an azimuth. You can imagine yourself standing in the center of the bezel, or in the center of the dial, and if you walk towards one of these numbers, you would be walking on a bearing. For example, if you were walking on a bearing of 1, 2, 3, you'd be going from the center of the bezel towards the number 1, 2, 3. So you'd be going in this direction. If you were walking on a bearing of 3, 4, 5, you'd be heading this way. A bearing...
You know, Dr. Stone, are we getting a new Dr. Stone? Pretty sure there's still more to come from that anime.
Can also be used to describe someone's direction. As an example, from this stream junction here.
Yeah, they still have to go to the moon, right?
Yeah, which you can see on your screen.
They're definitely
up
gonna go to the
to this
moon.
point at spot 347, we're going to be walking on a bearing of 339. Bearings are also useful because somebody can tell you a bearing that they'd like you to follow, so they know exactly which...
Yeah, here we go, part 3. That's what I'm looking for. When does this air? April. Fuck yeah. Mark that shit down on my calendar that I will forget.
Where you'll be walking. To take a bearing from a map, what you do is you place your compass on your map, and in this case I want to go...
I don't know who that is, but it sounds cool. It's an anime. It's one of the best fucking anime ever. If I wasn't streaming on YouTube and Twitch, I would show you some of it.
From the wall junction here across to the grouse butts. So I make sure that my direction arrow is pointing in the direction that I'll be traveling. If I was going from the grouse butts to the wall junction, then the directing arrow would have to be pointing
on YouTube. Yeah, I could technically watch like the previews of it on YouTube, but there are still a lot of things on YouTube that just get you copyright struck because like this Funimation would be like, no, we own this. This is our Toho. And say, no, this is ours. You can't watch this. So the best you can do is just skip around and show stills of it. If you play the actual animation, it gets auto-detected. The audio as well gets auto-detected. Does that mean they're making a computer? That's fucking hexadecimal.
in the opposite direction. But in this case, I'm going from there to there, so I check the directing arrow. That's really, really important. There are so many errors caused by that simple mistake. It's well, it's a very common error. So what I do is I put the edge of the compass so it's touching.
That last episode of Dr. Stone, man, that was fucking amazing.
My start point, and it's also touching my destination. So it's there. And then what I do is I rotate.
I've been searching for royalty-free music so I can have something playing in the background. I'm just using a kick. The best way to get royalty-free music is this little thing called Suno. Technically, if you make it on the free plan, then it is owned by Suno and it's copyrighted by Suno. But if you pay them $8 a month if you want a recurring subscription, which you can then just cancel, and then you still only paid $8 for it, even though you canceled it. Just cancel it right at the end of the pay period, or just pay them the $10 for the 1 month. Pay them that, and you can generate, what is it, fucking like 2,500 credits, which will give you like 500 songs. And then just find good prompts, and once you find a prompt that you like this fucking Dagoth Wave, I haven't even played the second one yet. You know, you just find, you can also go to something like this, Suno GPT, and tell it what sort of music you're looking for. It'll give you all the best prompts for making a good style, and you can edit that. Like this one I just edited to say 69 BPM instead of 70 to 80. And if you are paying for Suno, you own all of the music that you make. It's all copyrighted to you. Nobody else can copyright claim it. I mean, they can copyright claim it, but then you can say that you have proof of the timestamp of when it was generated, that it was generated by you, and that you are the copyright holder of it. That's a pain in the ass. I fucking hate having to go through legal bullshit. How did I end up on that tab way back there?
You need firefighters?
No, we're both okay.
You're saying it doesn't move?
Yeah, the wheel stuff.
Okay.
You can make and keep a copyright-free theme song for $8. No, you can make 500 songs for $8. Not just one, not just a theme song. No. You can make 500, including shit like this that uses your own voice. As part of that 500. Also, if you sign up for an account using my code here, click on, I'll just show you on this page here. Go to About and click on Other Links. It takes you to this thing, and then go to get 50 free Suno songs, use that, and then sign up for an account using that link. Yeah, I know I already have Suno. You get free 50 extra songs just for signing up using that referral. Which, a lot of people actually have. Every once in a while I just look over my Suno thing and I've gotten, like, extra points, which means that somebody used my code, my URL or whatever. I've been making music on Suno for months now, half a year probably, and I've gotten pretty good at it. But like I said, you can go to this ChatGPT, Suno GPT thing, and tell it what you want, and it'll give you good prompts. Otherwise, you just trial and error, and you can get shit like this.
In the cold silhouette online, neon wheels spin slow through the rain-soaked signs. Old West, I start my boots, but the streets all blow. 6-string crime blues in a Tokyo flow.
I guess everything on my SoundCloud is probably a better example. Don't have to click through multiple pages. This is my favorite song. Nobody likes this one, though. This one has like 2 views on YouTube.
Petals fall like tears, so slow. A fleeting beauty, a fleeting woe. Sake in hand, guitar on my knee.
I like this one. It does languages as well. If you want a song that is in a different language, it also just does songs without lyrics, but... Yep, I can sing in Japanese. I'm so fucking professional at Japanese that I can sing it flawlessly. Wanna sing Jamaican reggae?
It's sweet like the sea. Pirates with a conscience, we live for freedom and glee. Raise your glass around.
I wanted to just have other random people sing in like Native American talk.
Hey! But they call me Squantum. Yo, we keep it tight, keep it bright. Drop the beat, feel the hype tonight. Ching chong, bing bong, ding dong, sing along, shining like a ring stone in the neon strong.
What would Japanese reggae sound like? Like that song that I made the other day. Not like that meme. That meme was fucking weird. Everybody keeps posting it though. Of course I have to make stupid lyrics about smoking weed and watching anime. But yeah, not bad. Pretty much anything you make with Suno is gonna come out pretty fucking good, to be fair.
And in his head, from dawn to dusk, the skies are set ablaze. A spectacle of fire and iron blazing hay.
I like my original Sloth Squat Boogie that wasn't in my voice. I would prefer the one that is my voice, but... It's the one.
Sloth Squat Boogie, до свидания, Цумбрадес. Мы Adidas, Russia Mafia Style. Я воскресну заем, я хочу спасибо за славное поздно.
This one is just pure Russian, though. I have another one It's a very similar beat that is not solid Russian somewhere. Songs. Is this one me? I think this one's me.
Got style is cyberware, tweet to go. He's got the fixer's touch, making deals with ease, while the animals follow in some kind of running it through.
Yes, it does. Okay, I need to download this one. I need to release a new YouTube video. I've been meaning to find that song. Eventually, I will finally get a Hirsche song that is good. Which one's this one?
Boom boom ding dong,
Ching chong bing
rhythm
bong
so
ding dong,
slick.
sing along.
It's a sonic gong. Red I read, no worries. I made me feel like I'm on.
And that one changes voice halfway through. Most of them do. And I will give Suno all of my money once they let me make a song with my voice throughout the entire thing 100% of the time. As my version of Soft Squat Boogie.
From a tracksuit, bow and arrow, that's what we're all about. AK-47's vodka, that's my heart's delight. Is this life, or is it just a fight? Soft Squat Boogie, до свидания, comrades.
Yes, I really wish that I could get this fucking persona to work multiple times. Is this the one?
We're fighting for our
Yes, I want this voice.
always on the run, but we'll catch 'em.
You do background track and then an editing app dub over your voice recording. That is how I made my old YouTube videos. I use retrieval-based voice conversion, and I basically just take the original lyrics. This is going to get me copyright struck on YouTube and Twitch, because I don't own Old Town Road, even though this is my cover of it, but yes, watch Old Town Road, or Heron Blue, or Big Rusted Iron. These three videos are all retrieval-based voice conversion, which means that it is the original singer singing it, but then it is me dubbed over it, matching their pitch and tempo and everything, but it's just my voice. Do we lose audio? You shouldn't have, unless you're watching, no, you're watching on Kick, I was gonna say, unless Twitch and YouTube we're like, oh nope, we detected 2 seconds of music you don't know and we're muting your shit. Yeah, look at that. That video only has 2 views. That is my favorite song that I've made. No, oh, okay, that's the Japanese one. That makes sense as why the Japanese title one only has 2 views. Nobody speaks fucking Japanese. This one only has 8 views. That's my favorite one. This is one of the first songs I wrote. Yeah, Kick has been having problems today, to say the least. Earlier, all of these people had 1 viewer. Asmongold has 0 viewers. I don't think Asmongold has 0 viewers. I think Asmongold probably has a few hundred right now, if I had to guess.
Underneath the sacred sky.
Yeah, because nobody likes this song.
Whisper secrets it never denies. Pink petals fall like tears.
I spent a long time writing this fucking song.
So slow. A fleeting beauty. A fleeting woe. Second-hand guitar on my knee, singing to the ghosts, just them and me. Love lost, dreams set free underneath the sakura trees. The sun dips low behind the hills, a quiet town. The air so still, shadows stretch, they seem to know the weight of hearts that won't let go.
And yeah, I'm glad you fixed the audio, but I have things to do today, and so I have to rate Asmon and go. I was expecting Donut to stream. Time to go watch Asmongold.
Like the promises we made. Second-hand guitar on my knee, singing to the ghosts, just them and me. Love lost, dreams set free underneath the sakura trees.